Let me ask you one thing. How many burner phones, pregnancy tests, and dimly lit hotel bathrooms does it take to blow up a reality TV queen's entire career? Apparently just one. One wrong flush, one shaky camera, and boom, the internet is in shambles. Because guess what? Just hit the timeline like a slap from Mona Scott in stilettos. Leaked hotel footage of Chrissy Lampkin allegedly faking a pregnancy test. Yes, faking. In a bathrobe. With backup sticks. Whispering into a burner like she's plotting international espionage. Not reality TV ratings. Now, you might be thinking, wasn't Chrissy just on some unbothered queen tour trying to rebrand as Harlem's ride or die royalty? Honey, unbothered where? This clip is so messy, it makes Love and Hip Hop look like Sesame Street. And if you thought this was just a rumor, buckle up. This isn't just scandal. It's sabotage in 4K. We've got alleged emails, burner calls, maybe even Kamran playing both sides like it's chess night in Harlem. So don't scroll, don't blink. Because the receipts are printing, the tea is scalding, and Chrissy's Miracle Baby storyline just hit a brick wall made of lies, ring lights, and viral shame. And we're just getting started. So let me get this straight. Chrissy Lampkin really thought she could fake a pregnancy in a hotel bathroom. Whisper into a burner phone like she's plotting national security breaches and walk away untouched. In 2025, in Harlem, with the entire internet watching her, every eyelash flutter. Please, this isn't reality TV anymore. It's reality revenge, and the streets are not forgiving. Not this time. Because that footage didn't just leak, it detonated. The grainy hotel cam clip of Chrissy pacing in a bathrobe, juggling 2 pregnancy tests like she's prepping for a fake baby heist. It hit the timeline like a wrecking ball dipped in baby powder. Now the entire narrative she tried to build is burning to the ground. And we're here with front row seats and popcorn. That's right. Kamran, Mr. Petty Platinum, Mr. Viral Hoodie King, the same man who's been floating around Chrissy and Jim's storyline like a ghost in a Dipset hoodie for the past 15 years. Now suddenly, his voice is showing up in a hotel room bathroom where Chrissy is faking a pregnancy test. Yeah, no one's buying coincidence, especially not Harlem. Not after what came next, because this wasn't Chrissy's first act in the scandal. Circus. This is the same woman who once promised a wedding that never came, stood by Jim during 100 loyalty scandals, and rebranded herself as Harlem's strongest woman while allegedly orchestrating fake storylines behind the scenes. For reality TV deals, according to people who used to work inside the production circle, Chrissy's been pulling strings for years. But this time, strings snapped. Cause somebody, an intern, a disgruntled assistant, maybe Cam himself licked that raw footage to a low-level gossip page. And from there, it spread faster than Mona Scott's lawyer could draft a cease and desist. You know it's real when even the aunties on Facebook are posting blurry clips with captions like, "Girl, what is this?" You know it's real when TikTok detectives start slowing down the audio, isolating the background voices, matching tones and speech patterns to figure out who's hiding just outside the frame. And they did. Frame by frame, voice by voice, the verdict. That was Cam in the background, not Jim. And Chrissy was in there trying to sell a fantasy. One pregnancy test for the camera, another for the trash. One tear for the storyline, another for the scam. Meanwhile, Chrissy's team scrambled like roaches in a kitchen light. Her cousin went live claiming the clip was AI. Her old hairstylist tweeted that it was all doctored. Even Mona Scott's people tried to play defense, putting out a weak statement through a junior PR rep that read like a school excuse note. No comment, no involvement, no issue. But the public wasn't buying it. Not this time. Not after. The receipts started rolling in faster than old VH1 reruns. Screenshots of Cash App transfers. Blurry photos of Chrissy entering hotels when she claimed she was visiting family. A leaked text message from a supposed assistant saying, "Don't forget to swap the test before housekeeping comes." People even found an old reunion clip where Chrissy jokes about pregnancy cells and Mona laughs too hard in the background. Coincidence or blueprint? Either way, fans were done giving her the benefit of the doubt. They dragged her like she owed them money, and then came the so-called pregnancy charity. That's right. Some fans claim Chrissy launched a wellness campaign just last month tied to a mystery health brand, promoting supplements for women expecting light-in-life babies. Sound familiar? Except the promo code linked to her account stopped working the day after the footage leaked. The company pulled all posts. No statement. Deleted. Gone. Like the truth. But the most damning twist? That voice in the background, what? He said, cry on cue. Mona said it works. Boom. That's not just a slip. And if Mona's name is really tied to that line, then this whole scandal isn't just personal, it's professional fraud. Because now, producers, sponsors, and network executives are allegedly involved in a storyline based on a lie. Lie? Designed to drive ratings, secure spin-offs, and keep washed-up celebrities trending. Just long enough to squeeze another season out of dying franchises. The fans aren't stupid. They know the difference between reality and reality TV. But this crossed the line. It wasn't just a PR stunt. It was manipulation, deception, and emotional blackmail rolled into one shaky hotel clip. And now, Chrissy isn't just facing public embarrassment. She could be staring down lawsuits, brand cancellations, and an entire empire built on fake storylines collapsing right under her red bottom heels. And that, right there, is where it gets dangerous. Because when someone like Cam gets receipts and an audience, anything is possible. And this scandal, it's only just warming up, while fans were still catching their breath from that bathroom video. Harlem's rumor mill kicked into overdrive, because just when it looked like Chrissy might try to crawl into hiding and wait for the internet to forget, another shoe dropped. Not from a tabloid, not from a podcast, but from a leaked email thread. It's an entire conversation straight out of Mona's own production inbox, blowing the lid off everything. This wasn't just some random scandal anymore. This was organized chaos, scripted deception, calculated mess designed to milk views, grab headlines, and snatch up those reunion checks like a slot machine payout. According to this leaked thread, Chrissy had pitched the pregnancy plot months ago. Not as a real-life miracle, but as a storyline. She could control a twist, a hook, something to keep her relevant while Jim kept dodging production calls and refusing to shoot anything remotely romantic for the reunion. She needed a spark. Something dramatic enough to get fans emotional, networks interested, and sponsors lining up for influencer campaigns. And in the email, she allegedly asked Mona's assistant if Cam would be cool with the plan. The exact line: if Cam wants his cut, he better keep his mouth shut till after the reunion. Mona's alleged reply: if he wants a check, he'll play nice. Do not mess up the timeline. Boom. That's it right there. Proof this wasn't spontaneous. Heartbreak. It was a full-blown narrative choreographed like a Broadway show. From hotel bookings under fake names to whispered conversations rehearsed for camera-ready tears. And the worst part? Fans ate it up. They believed the hype. They reposted the clips. They cried at the teaser trailers. All while the people behind the scenes were trading burner phones, cash transfers, and digital files like contraband in a Hollywood crime ring. Meanwhile, Jim remained quiet. Too quiet. Which, in this story, means something's cooking. Sources close to him say he's not just hurt, he's building a plan. Not a clapback post. A legal move. A real one. Because right after the footage, and emails dropped, someone in the Manhattan Civil Court clerk's office whispered that Jim's lawyer filed an emergency motion to freeze any joint assets tied to the baby storyline. That means influencer money, reality show checks, even sponsored posts allegedly built on the fake pregnancy narrative. Could get locked up while a court decides whether this was fraud, defamation, or both. And now it's not just about internet drama. government eyes are peeking in too. Because some fans raised a chilling point. That wellness campaign Chrissy pushed last month, the one tied to expecting mothers, there's talk that it included a charity element. A vague donation angle to some foundation nobody can find any official record of. And if any of that donor money crossed state lines under false pretenses, it's not just messy, it's a federal issue, wire fraud, charity scam, potential felony. And just like that, a reality TV twist turned into a courtroom thriller. Mona's team, of course, went full lockdown. Her assistant deleted their socials. Her lawyer started calling blogs directly. One fan-run page posted screenshots of cease and desist emails within hours of sharing the leaked inbox thread. But it was too late. The receipts were out. And Harlem wasn't done digging. And still, Jim said nothing. Except one thing. A black screen Instagram story. Plain white text. It all comes out eventually. No names, no shade. Just truth. And the fans, they took that as a battle cry. Petitions popped up overnight. One calling for Chrissy to be banned from future Love and Hip Hop appearances gained 10,000 signatures in 2 days. Another launched a crowdfunding campaign to pay Jim's legal fees. Some said it was satire. Others weren't joking. But Cam wasn't done. He went live again. This time scrolling through old photos on a backup phone while casually sipping water. And humming to Dipset instrumentals. No script. No PR filter. Just him, real-time reminding the world who really runs Harlem's gossip economy. He ended the stream with 5 words. Don't play with the archives. At this point, Chrissy's team had gone radio silent. Her cousin stopped tweeting. Her hairstylist locked their account. Even Mona hadn't been spotted since the email thread dropped. Some say she fled to Bali. Others claim she's holed up in a crisis PR bunker with a team of lawyers trying to rework the next season of the show into a redemption arc. But whatever her plan is, she'll better move fast, 'cause rumors now say Mona's entire production company may get subpoenaed. Not just for the bathroom footage, but for every fake scene, every doctored pregnancy angle, every dollar earned off. A lie. And somewhere in the middle of all this noise sits Chrissy, silent. Offline, no passive-aggressive stories, no loyalty quotes, no carefully curated selfies, just radio silence, which, coming from someone who used to post their breakfast and hair appointments, speaks volumes. Because when the receipts are this loud, silence isn't peace. It's panic. No more rumors. No more maybe. It was someone else. The footage showed them laughing. Chrissy covering her face. Cam adjusting his hoodie like he knew exactly which camera angle would catch him. And together, they walked straight into the room that fans already knew too well. The bathroom. The test swap. It's the birthplace of this disaster. Once that clip dropped, everything exploded again. Fan pages flooded timelines with slowed-down versions. YouTubers built entire breakdowns off Cam's body language. TikToks played dramatic edits with captions like, "Loyalty left the building and betrayal walks in pink." It wasn't just viral. It was historic. That bathroom had become the most talked about hotel room in reality TV history. And now it had its matching hallway footage. And still, Chrissy stayed quiet. No statements, no apologies, no explanations. That didn't mean the story was done moving. Because behind the scenes, court filings were stacking up like bricks in a revenge wall. Jim's legal team was reportedly building a fraud case. Not just against Chrissy, but possibly against Mona's production company too. Insiders claimed multiple subpoenas had gone out, demanding all raw footage, all unaired scenes, audio files, production notes, even internal emails. If Chrissy faked a pregnancy storyline with help from producers and brands, funded it under false pretenses, this was no longer a relationship issue. This was organized deception, corporate fraud, maybe even federal. And then came the nuclear moment. A judge, after reviewing the bathroom video, the leaked voicemail, and that now infamous email chain, issued a ruling no one saw coming. He declared there was probable cause to investigate Chrissy for intentional brand fraud and malicious defamation. Not just against Jim, but against every advertiser, network, and partner who invested money based on the lie. He fast-tracked the fraud hearing to begin within 60 days. That meant Chrissy, Mona, Cameron, and every assistant, intern, and producer involved would be called to answer questions under oath before any new episode could air. This wasn't just scandal anymore. It was trial season, and what did Chrissy do? She vanished even deeper. Rumors say she's hiding out in Jersey at a friend's apartment. Not Harlem, not the city she once claimed to run, but Jersey. Quiet, ducked down, no hair appointments. No cryptic Instagram quotes about being misunderstood, it's just radio silence. And a cousin begging blogs to please respect her privacy now. The same cousin who was ranting about deepfakes and AI wizardry days earlier. That cousin, now suddenly silent. Meanwhile, Cam took his victory lap, reloaded the merch store, dropped new hoodies, rolling trays. Even a Bluetooth speaker that plays the leaked voicemail on loop. Fans bought it up. In under 10 minutes, everything sold out because Harlem doesn't just gossip. Harlem merchandises its drama. If there's profit in a downfall, Cam's already 2 steps ahead printing the next drop. Even Jim's mother, who usually stays low-key, allegedly got dragged into the mix. A leaked FaceTime clip surfaced. Her on a call with a friend, saying, "She embarrassed my baby for $1. She was never going to marry him. Never." The friend recording it didn't even try to hide the phone. That's how far this has gone. Family members getting caught on camera dragging the very woman they once defended. This wasn't just gossip anymore. This was public reckoning. And yet, one final leak sat like a ticking bomb. The voicemail, Chrissy, reportedly left Mona just days after the test swap. Not the one that already went viral. Another one, sealed, whispered about. Described by insiders as rawer than anything before. A voicemail that doesn't just confirm the lie, but allegedly ties in sponsors, producers, even a fake charity pitch that was used to collect donations at a luxury event last year. That money, gone. The charity, nowhere to be found. If the voicemail confirms it, this could drag Homeland Security back into the conversation, because charity fraud is federal territory. And if that happens, Love and Hip Hop might be forced to open its books for the first time in its history, because this isn't just about followers or sponsors anymore. This is about reputation collapse, about real money, real contracts, real consequences. Chrissy's influence, once considered iconic in her niche, now hangs by a thread. Every brand is watching. Every network is reconsidering. Even Mona's name, once untouchable in the reality game, is being whispered in circles where damage control and PR crisis meetings are daily events. And yet, the streets of Harlem stay loud. It's barbershops taking bets on whether Chrissy settles or gets dragged into open court. Canties who once defended her now forwarding memes of the bathroom bandit. Kids remixing Cameron's live into parody songs with lines like, "Told y'all she was never loyal and you owe me an apology." But the craziest part? We still don't know who's going to flip next. Because every time it looks like we've reached the final layer, someone opens another burner phone, another file, another DM with more receipts. And if there's one thing this circus has proven, it's that in Harlem, betrayal is never the end. It's just the prelude to the next leak. So now everything's out in the open. The hotel footage, the leaked voicemails, the hallway camera receipts, and that one viral moment that blew the internet wide open. Chrissy thought she could control the narrative, that only the cameras she approved would ever roll. Now I'm turning it over to you. Do you think Chrissy masterminded the whole thing solo? Or was Cam pulling the strings the entire time? Is Jim truly innocent? Or was he just playing along for a check? And what about Mona? Did she turn betrayal into a business plan? Drop your wildest theory in the comments right now. Tag your messy friend who lives for drama. Share this video with every cousin who swears they know the real tea. Smash that like button if you believe the next leak is just one burner phone away. And make sure you subscribe because the next voicemail, the next betrayal, the next bombshell, it's dropping here first. This isn't over. It's only the beginning. Only the beginning.